Blood. 45% of our blood is made up of red blood cells, also known as erythrocyte. Erythrocytes have no nucleus and a biconcave shape. They transport nutrients and O2, which is hemoglobin. Heme means iron, so it's like the iron in your blood. Blood is also, when it's oxygenated, it's red, and that's the arteries. The arteries carry the blood away from the heart, and then when the blood is blue, it's deoxygenated, and those are in your veins, and it transports the blood to the heart. Now, 50% of your blood is plasma, which is made up of water, platelets, and white blood cells. White blood cells are also known as leukocytes. There's a few different kinds. There's monocytes, lymphocytes, eosinophils, neutrophils, and basophils. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And those produce antibodies, which are good stuff. Antibodies, there's different kinds of antibodies. There's the phagocytosis, which is like a lymphocyte, and they engulf the invaders. So like the viruses in your body, they're basically invader antigens, which means they attack foreign objects like bacteria, viruses, allergens, or foreign tissues. That's why in transplants, like blood transplants are deadly if you don't match with your right blood type, because if you match with the wrong blood type, or put the wrong blood type in your body, the antigens and the antibodies will go and attack all the other blood that you just got, and then you'll die. So there's also platelets, which is part of the plasma, and they cause blood to clot. This is called coagulation. Basically, it turns something into like a scab, you know? To sum up what's in blood: red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, and plasma. Also water. Now there's different blood types. There's the A, that has the A antigens. There's B, which has B antigens. There's AB, which has AB antigens. And then there's O, which has no antigens. Now there's something called the rhesus factor, which is known as the Rh factor, and it has the positive or negative antigen. Those are the markers that mark if it's AB, AB, or O. And that's when you say like type O negative, type A positive, type A negative, type, so on and so forth. AB is the universal receiver, and type O negative is a universal donor, I believe. When you're taking blood pressure, there's the systolic pressure, which is pressure in the arteries when the heart beats. It's the first boof. And then there's the diastolic, which is the pressure in the arteries between heartbeats. Things that elevate your blood pressure is a salt diet, stress, a fat or high cholesterol diet, and atherosclerosis. I don't know how to say it. Yep. Veins make the blood flow to the heart, and the arteries make the blood flow away from the heart, as I previously said. So, on the left side of the heart diagram, the unoxygenated blood goes into the heart to the right atrium, which is the first chamber right here. And then it also comes up in here from the bottom. So this one up here is called the superior vena cava, or the anterior vena cava, and this one is the posterior vena cava, or inferior vena cava. The blood has 4 chambers, but it also has 4 valves that keep blood moving in the right direction and helps it not flow backwards into the body. So after the blood is in the right atrium, it goes down to the right ventricle and opens up through right here, which this little 2 flaps, which is called the tricuspid valve, because there's actually 3 of the string things. I don't have it on this diagram, but that's how you know, because over here there's one and it's called a bicuspid valve because there's only 2 strings, but I don't have the right diagram to show that off. So the blood then is down here and it exits the right ventricle and goes up through the pulmonary valve, which is this spot right here, and it goes to the pulmonary artery. The one that it's in right now, will go to the lungs later. So it splits into the left and right pulmonary artery, which goes to the left and right lung, and that's where gas exchange happens. Blood will get rid of the carbon dioxide and exchange it for oxygen. Then the blood comes back from the lungs from the pulmonary veins and then goes into the left atrium. And it is pumped into the left ventricle through the bicuspid valve, which is also called the mitral valve. Then after the blood is in the left ventricle, it goes up into right here, which is the semilunar aortic valve, which goes to the aorta, which is right here. And the aorta will distribute the rest of the oxygenated blood through the body. That is all I'm going to do for the recap. Hopefully you enjoyed it. This is just a brain dump studying again. Hopefully you guys like this. If not, does not really matter. It's just for me to study anyways. But yeah, this is blood, the heart stuff. I just have a pop quiz for it tomorrow, so I thought it would be nice to talk about. Bye!